Okay, today we're going to start on video number 2. I hope you did the homework on the last video. You went out, you found the members that you want, the pricing that you want it at, and then what that equates to. We know there's a whole bunch of variables there, but if you can sell something, think about that. How much can I sell it for? How much can I sell it for? How many members do I need? And then what's that going to equate to? That's step number 1 of figuring this out. Step number 2, we're going to dive right into it. Well, first of all, I want to talk about when I'm doing a keynote speech or I'm out speaking, people ask me all the time, how did I get started in this? So what I did when I started thinking about my continuity program, I started doing tons of research on keywords that really were producing tons of income because I wanted to get lots of people through my site because I wanted it to make a lot of money. When I did that, I knew I didn't have the expertise, like we're going to talk about today, to pull that off. So I had to go find an expert and find the information that I wanted and then build the program around it. And if you want to see that, at robertjonesbeautyacademy.com, you'll be able to go there. You'll be able to see the first one that I built. Well, I won't say it's the first one. We built 2 flops before we actually got one that was successful. So once again, this is work. We're not here to hide that. You're going to have to dive in. But what we do is, and how we start these, we always start off by picking a topic. Now, that sounds really easy and maybe simple. If you already have a newsletter or you already have something you're doing that fits a certain topic, you don't probably need to fix anything. You just need to turn it into a continuity program. So, for example, there is a local gardener in our area that sends out a newsletter every single month. But in the newsletter, it always makes us mad because we say, well, why don't they just teach us how to garden? If they just had a little segment on there on teaching us how to garden, we would buy that every single month. I love their newsletter, great content, but just take it a step further if you get what I'm saying. So you need to pick a topic. Now, when you're picking your topic, you need to find something that you're passionate about. So like I am with continuity programs, if you're not passionate about either cycling, maybe triathlons, it might be whatever it is, if you're not passionate about it, you're not going to get anywhere in this subject. So make sure you're passionate about that and make sure that your passion is in the topic or the subject that you actually land on to be able to do this. So first thing is pick a topic. Second thing is, and I cannot stress it enough, make sure you have passion for the topic. Once you've got the passion, you know all that, then you need to go out. You need to find out if there's existing forums, if there's specialty magazines. Do a Google search and see who else is teaching the subject or what they're doing with it, how they're doing it. Start to do a bunch of research into the topic. And if you do that, then instantly you'll start to say, oh, this gives me this idea. Or, wow, somebody is making money in the space, or they've taken their newsletter and turned it into this. I mean, whatever it may be, they'll give you tons of great information as you do this. So we start going out looking for information that relates back to our topic and our passion. Because if you're passionate about it, I can tell you, as you start to do this, you'll find the things that you say, oh, I would pay money to be a part of that. Or you may already be part of one of those communities right now. So keep that in mind. Then once you've got that figured out, then you need to figure out, does your market have a history of spending money? Because if you're not going to be in a space that's not going to make any money, then you may not want to do it. Or you may be so passionate about it, you're going to do it anyways. That's totally up to you. My example was, I wanted to be in the makeup space because there was a lot of money to be made there, because I didn't really feel like the schools online did a really good job for the reasonable price of teaching women how to apply their makeup properly. So I want you to consider that when you're looking at it. So that's why we went to see what money was being made and some different things there. So after you have that and you know that your market's got money in it, you've got your research done. There's other ways to do that research that we'll get into later if you want to, or if you have questions, you can put a question down below and ask it, or go to my blog on bartallenmiller.com, post a question there. But then once you've got that down, are you passionate about it? You got your topic, and you know you're ready to get started. Then we're going to swing over here a little bit, and you've got to go out there and you've got to test. So this is the mistake I think most people make. They do all this kind of stuff and they think they've got it because they've done the research, they've done all these things, they know there's a subject that can make money, but they do not do any testing. And if you don't test, your material might be different. You may not be getting your message out the same way as somebody else is. You may fail. So you don't want to fail at when you're launching. So make sure that you test your stuff. And a great place to do that is on Facebook. Just ask your friends. If I wrote this subject line, would you want to buy the product? Or, test things out a little bit. And then after that, once you've got all your testing done, and that means even in your build. So a lot of people building their website out, they don't send it out and say, do you like this? Does it fit my demographic? Or, ask the questions they need to. Then you build it. When you build it, after you get done building it, then you go into launch. And launch is a whole nother world in itself when you launch these out, to be able to get the world to be part of that and to spend that money with you every single month. And then there's more steps to it. But the basics: start, pick a topic. Are you passionate? Find out if there's existing stuff out there. Do your research. Find out if they're spending money on it. Then go out, test it, build it, launch it, and enjoy the residual income coming in. So hopefully this helps you to write out your steps so as you start going through this process. So today's homework for you is go out there and actually say you're going to get started. Get started. Pick a topic. Don't be upset if your topic isn't the one you land on, but go pick a topic. Then start to do your research and find out if you're really passionate about it. You may do that. So some topics you can look into that we've, some examples. Cycling. I love cycling. Passionate about that. Triathlons. Investing in real estate. How to garden. How do middle-aged moms do triathlons? How do I accomplish my first triathlon? Or how do I run my first marathon for runners? Or, hair. I love the space in hair. Weight loss. There's so many you can go research. But today's homework is pick a topic, find out who's passionate. If you're not passionate about it, find existing information, do your research. Is there money in the space? And if not, are you okay with that? Then go out, start testing it, build it, launch it out to the world. And we want to hear your success stories. If you know of any other good examples, please share them with us. And hopefully this is insightful for you today. And I hope you're learning something through this process. Okay, so remember, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Please pass this to all your friends. We've got an amazing goal we're trying to hit. Pass it on for us. We would love you for it. Also put some comments down below if you would, please. And if you do a video comment, we would really appreciate that also. We know if we don't ask, you won't do it. So we really do appreciate your support. We love it when you pass us on. And thank you very much for today.